Well, I didn't get enough contracts. I was actually in pre-market, but I chickened out. I was long right here, one contract, and I chickened out. I was betting on a flash, a pretty good flash downward, and then to see what happened, maybe at least a run back up to here and then through the top, but it never even came back. As soon as I saw this candle here, I knew I missed it. And then I waited for a pullback, hopefully to here, never got it. So I ended up having to chase it way up in here and got a couple ads down here. That's all I can do. I can see where it's going. It's going to, I don't know if you can see it on here. It's going up to 94. It's almost there. And I might get 300 bucks if I'm lucky. Maybe it'll blow through 94. I don't know. The SPY's already set a new high. I mean, it's blew through the top and it set a new high, but this hasn't done that yet. So maybe it'll go right through. I don't know. I might try to add one more contract if I get a pullback. There's no pullback. It's just running. So I mean, sometimes you're just forced to chase it, especially on this thing. When it's going in one direction, it's going. You're not going to stop it. So it doesn't hurt for me to chase it with one or two contracts. The thing I got to look out for is when I chase it up in here, sometimes it'll do this and then it'll pull all the way back and you'll add, and it just keeps right on going. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you, look. You can't even see it on here, it's so big. Look at this run. I wonder if you go to weekly, would look. So yesterday was a massive run up. I was expecting some kind of pullback, at least to the top here. We didn't even get that. So it may blow through and just keep right on going. So if it blows through 94, actually, what's the high? Yeah, 94.25. If it blows through 94, then I got nothing to look at because there's nothing higher. So it's just, you got to watch it run. Here's the DOM that I look at. This is actually the SPY that I use to gauge. You can see I have it set on consolidation of 50 ticks or 50 points, 50 pennies, 50 cents. And you can see when green starts beating red and vice versa. I mean, it'll change back and forth, but normally it's pretty damn accurate. This is a 50-cent move on the SPY. It's consolidated. And as long as we're consistently beating them, it's not going to stop running. You'll see when this will be different. This will drop down to 2 or 3, and this will bump up to 6 to 10. And if it stays that way for more than a few seconds, you know you're in trouble. This is the best gauge I've found. I've been trading 10 years, and of all the indicators and everything, as far as for day trading, this right here. I mean, it doesn't work too good for scalping because it's a 50-cent move on the SPY, which is pretty big. But for trend trading like this, especially on the ES, look at that. You can't get any better. We're going up. It's not going to stop. You'll know when it stops. These will switch and they'll stay switched. They'll switch by a big amount. Now, when it resets and when it pulls back, yeah, they'll get even, and the sellers may go higher a few minutes or whatever, a few seconds actually. But all right, we're coming up to the break point here. Whoa, did you see that? He spiked and got me exactly. He filled me right there at 93, right here. Which is good because that could have been it. I don't think it is, but that could have been it. That's one thing that sucks. You never know when it's going to turn around. When I only got 3 contracts, I can't afford to take any off. I won't make any money. I'm happy with that spike there. I got $100 if it dumps on me. The thing is, I'd have to let it pull back halfway, at least to here, before I would know if it's dumping or just pulling back. But 94.25 right here that's the high. That's the all-time high. Now we're going to see if it spikes over it. Just in case it gets a huge spike, I like to put some sucker moves up here. But typically it'll stop $1 before it gets to whatever here's the high right here. Let's see what happens. Or it'll spike through it and then pull right back. But either way, I got to take one off here because I don't know what it's going to do. It could flash back. I only got $350. What I normally do is when I get to an area like this, I'll take it off. After I determine if it's going to keep running, I'll add it back on. Yeah, I'll lose a section of profit, but better than not gaining any profit. I won't lose a section, I just won't make as much. We're over the all-time high. See what it's going to do. I'm going to have to take one off if it starts pulling back because it's supposed to be done right here. And then I'll just have to re-add if it keeps running. And you got a whole number coming up. It's going to get really skittish right up in here. And you never know. Sometimes it'll just pop through the whole number and take off. But it should get pretty crazy right here.
Order cancelled. Order cancelled. Order cancelled. Order filled.
They're pushing it down. Now I got to decide if I'm just going to take it off here. It's supposed to be done. It's either going to pull back, hold on this line for a while and keep moving, or it's going to come all the way back down. I'll probably just take it off and start over under 94. That's the high, 94.
Order cancelled.
Plus you got a whole number here. I'll probably just take it off and start over if it even gets up here. I thought it was going to drop back to the 9. It still may. Wow, this thing is super strong. Normally it would pop through a number like that, move a point or so, and then pull right back down a point or two. Because when you pop through all that, you suck up all the buyers. Obviously, there was 400 and something contracts. Oh God, and there goes my trading platform. I don't like setting a manual stop, but I got to. My platform's screwing up, which is normal. I'm gonna finish under 400. Ah, you sucker. God, I can't believe that. I'm gonna laugh if this thing keeps running and it didn't touch me there. It came within a quarter of a point. Look at that. Well, I'll never know now. The platform's screwed up. I better take this off because I won't know if it sells it and then it'll pull back and I'll be short.
Order cancelled.
I don't know. Interactive Brokers hasn't done this to me in a long time. Well, not a long time. A month or two. And I can't remember what I did. I made some change. Oh, I got a new router. It's been screwing me over for years, losing internet connection. And I was sure it was Interactive Brokers because my other brokerage platforms did not lose connection. And turns out I think it was my router. It wasn't copacetic with my router or something because now this is the first time in months that it's had any kind of glitch at all. Before it would just, you'd get a notice. It talks to you. It says, we lost internet connection. So yeah, it's a good way to tell it's strong. When it breaks through a 400 contract number and just keeps running, it's strong. Now I could chase it up here because look at my entry, but I'd rather wait for a pullback. Plus my platform's screwing up. But if it pulls back now and stays above the whole number, hell, I'll probably chase it. I'll probably add. It's not stopping. I need the 9 to come up here, though. I really don't want to stop out way down here at 98. I mean, I'm only getting $5 a point right now. Like, could you imagine if I would have got the 6 to 10 contracts I wanted down here? This would be 1,500. And I'd have more to play with. I mean, that's damn good for 3 contracts. That means I couldn't take anything off until it got all the way to the whole number over the new high. And I chased it on the way up. This is what you got to love about futures. When it starts moving, it's moving all day, or at least to a predefined range. Here was the high, or wait, yeah, 90, actually the high was 94 right here where it stuttered. The high was 94 and a quarter. I'd be surprised if he can even pull back through these guys. I gotta wait a minute. I gotta wait on the 9 to get up here. And then if it pulls back to the 9, I'll add. I can't believe this thing. You don't know about this thing. It'll keep running another 10, 20, 30 points. Who knows? All right, so it's going to pull back right to my stop out number. God dang, it's coming back hard. Oh my God. I used to jump behind these guys, but they move. They move just like I do. All right, it's bouncing already. I'm going to add and then stop out right here if it just keeps going. Yeah, I don't think it's going to stop. The 9's a little bit too high.
Order cancelled.
That's a pretty good damn pullback.
Order filled.
All right, there it is. I'll just stop out if he comes back down. This is looking good, but like I said, this is a 50-cent spread on the SPY, and you can see it just flipped again. It's not great, but it's good. I'll be very surprised if it stays up, because it's due a huge pullback, at least down to the bottom of this. And I don't really want to let it go that far. Yeah, it's coming down to get me. It got me. Bounce! Dude, that's one hell of a pullback. There's the bounce line, but I can't. I don't want to go to the bottom of it. I'm already down 50 bucks. I need a bounce. I'm not getting a bounce. When you see them plowing through these people, I'm not getting a bounce. As soon as I stop out, I'll get a bounce. Come on. Give me a bounce. I need to see it back up over. Oh, God, my platform's screwing up too. I can't mess around. All right, now he's under the 9. If he stays under the 9, I'm done. If he can't pop above the 9 right here, we're done. You can see, look, it's evening out. It keeps flashing back to even. Normally I would put an order back up here, but my platform's screwing up and I don't want to sell and then go short, not be able to get out. Let's see if he runs back up to the top of this candle. Nope. I don't want to see him under 96. We're done. Yeah, he's done. At least for me. Oh well. He will come back, but that's pretty good for 3 contracts. Look, you see what I mean? I mean, when you hit the bounce points, obviously it flips back and forth, but what you're looking for is just consistently staying higher than the sellers, staying higher than the buyers. But I wouldn't bet against it. It was such a strong run. I knew he was going to bounce right here, but the fact that he didn't come back over the 9, it may stay under the 9 right here.